the I-played tennis guy. You can spot him before the warm-up starts. Fresh polo, a $250 paddle, and the confidence of someone who thinks pickleball is just ping pong on steroids. He refuses to dink, doesn't believe in the kitchen, hits every third shot like it's a Wimbledon return, then yells, "Nice!" after missing. His backhand? Non-existent. His overhead? Always long. And his idea of teamwork? Standing in the middle of the court while you chase lobs like a golden retriever at a dog park. You try to explain soft game, and he looks at you like you just offered him decaf. Eventually, he blames the ball, says he misses his old string tension, and storms off to check if there's a tennis court nearby. The life coach partner. They're not here to win points. They're here to help you grow as a person. Miss a return? You've got this. Hit into the net? Great idea. Just execute next time. Accidentally hit them in the arm with a drive? No worries. Pain is temporary. They're one part Tony Robbins, one part overly enthusiastic PE teacher. And if you dare to show frustration, they'll drop the classic, "We're just out here having fun." But you're not having fun. You're trying to survive a public therapy session with a paddle and a stranger who insists you're improving so much, while you're down 1-9. Eventually, you start missing shots on purpose, just to end the rally, before they give you another inspirational quote. The poacher with no plan. They've watched exactly one pro match and decided, yeah, I'm Ben Johns now. Every third ball, they're charging across the court like a linebacker. Problem is, they miss half of them. Worse, they poach your winning shots and dump them into the net like it's a tradition. Their paddle is everywhere. Their feet are never where they should be. And positioning? Optional. They'll yell, "I got it!" while running across your body, hitting a floater into the fence, and leaving you to reset the next point with your trust issues intact. And if you say anything, they grin and go, "Just trying to be aggressive." Mission accomplished. You've aggressively lost 5 points in a row. The Scoreboard Philosopher. They don't believe in numbers. They believe in vibes. Ask them the score. They freeze like a deer in headlights. Call out 862? They'll immediately respond with, "Wait, are we serving?" They forget who served, forget what side they're on, forget how math works. And after every point, they pause, look to the heavens, and begin a journey of spiritual reflection before mumbling, "I think it's 5-something?" Eventually, you just start making up the score. They nod along like it's gospel, because deep down, they were never sure this game was real anyway. The Statsheet Superstar. They've got a spreadsheet. They've got a duper account. They've got opinions on your drop shot technique. Every point is a performance review. They'll say things like, "Your unforced error rate is getting a little high," as if you're being scouted by ESPN. They count their winners, memorize their rally percentages. They even track your errors like a pickleball accountant. But when the game's on the line, their paddle turns into a loaf of bread, and their third shot drops like a sack of wet laundry. After the game, they'll say, "We should have won that. I played really well." Which is wild, because you're 0-3, and your back still hurts from carrying the team. The wind blamer. It's never their fault, it's the wind. Missed return? That gust came out of nowhere. Paddle whiff? Total wind shift. Hit a lob straight into the sun? Thermals. Even when playing indoors, they'll squint at the ceiling fan like it's a personal enemy. They adjust their hat, reposition their towel, then hit a serve into the bottom of the net and whisper, "Wind pushed it down." Eventually, you start checking the Doppler radar mid-game just to keep up with their weather report excuses. But let's be honest, the only thing blowing here is their consistency. the kitchen camper. You're dinking. You're working the point. You're locked in. But your partner? They're standing 2 feet behind the kitchen line, like they're waiting for a bus. Every single rally. You whisper, "Step in," between points. They nod and immediately retreat further, like the kitchen is a lava pit. They treat the NVZ like it's cursed, and refuse to volley anything that isn't served to them on a silver platter. You finally win a hands battle and look over to celebrate. But they're at mid-court, holding their paddle like a selfie stick. You're not playing doubles, you're playing 1.5s. The ball chaser. They must get the ball, even when it's 40 feet out of bounds. Opponent misses a serve by 3 paddle lengths. They sprint after it like it's a game-winning fumble recovery. Dead ball rolls toward the fence, they chase it midpoint, leaving you 2-on-1 with no backup and no shame. They've got that Labrador energy, but with none of the awareness. You're lining up a drive, and they yell, "I got it." Except you're not sure if they're talking about the ball or the one that rolled behind court 2 minutes ago. You don't need a partner, you need a leash. The Timeout Talker. Every side switch, monologue. Every water break, TED Talk. Every in-between moment, life story. You came to play. They came to connect emotionally. You're wiping sweat and sipping electrolytes. And they're like, "So, anyway, my niece just got into college, but she's not sure she wants to go." You nod politely, hoping the game starts soon. But then they segue into their rotator cuff surgery and how it really changed their perspective on mobility. By the time the ref says 002, you've heard their life story, their dog's name, and a detailed breakdown of their zucchini lasagna recipe. Great chat, wrong time. The drill sergeant. Every point is a lesson plan. Every mistake is a teachable moment. And every game? Apparently, it's a training camp you didn't sign up for. They correct your grip, your stance, your breathing. They say things like, "Let's work on third shot drops this game," as if the scoreboard isn't currently 2-9. They bark instructions mid-rally. "Drop it. Reset." No, not like that. You're not sure if you're playing pickleball or auditioning for a documentary called America's Next Doubles Disaster. Eventually, you stop swinging, not out of fear, just to see what new feedback they'll invent next. Spoiler, it's always reset. The self-commentator. They narrate everything. "Okay, nice serve there. Going cross-court now. Oof. Bad bounce." They think they're on ESPN too, except no one asked for play-by-play, and you're just trying to breathe. Even during points, they mutter things like, "All right, time to go soft game." Nope, not soft enough. It's like partnering with your own inner voice. If your inner voice had no filter, no chill, and a Midwestern accent. And when they hit a winner, they'll say it out loud to themselves. "Yeah, that's what we like to see." Cool. Are you giving yourself post-game interviews too? By the end of the match, you're not even tired, just emotionally exhausted from being their unwilling color commentator. The casual score cheater. They're not blatantly cheating. They're just bad at keeping score in a way that mysteriously benefits them every time. You say it's 7-5-2. They go, "No, I think it's 6-6-1. And somehow they're serving again. They forget faults, ignore kitchen violations. And when a ball lands clearly out, "Oh, I thought that clipped the line." You start challenging calls like it's the US Open, staring at their paddle like it's a lie detector. But they just smile, shrug, say something like, "We're just out here for fun." Sure, fun for you maybe. I'm going to be posting a lot more here, so I'd be grateful if you subscribe.